Somebody's playing music. Oh, good morning, YouTube. We're live. Live on YouTube. Market's getting bought up. Filled the gap. Kind of thought it would. We're a little below the 9 at the moment, so we're probably going to get a retest down to yesterday's highs, I would guess, before we get a bounce. Probably somewhere in here. My shorts were perfect too. Beautiful. All right, YouTube. I'm going to start the list around 9 o'clock. So anyway, Chris, your All right, YouTube, I'm back on. We're going to get going here in a few minutes. I've just been talking to the guys in the room. What was that, Chris? Okay. Yeah, that's what a trade table. That's a trade table right there. That's the way I like to see it. And then right over here, you need to change some of this stuff. You need not so much the bid and ask. Intrinsic value, I don't care so much about. Open interest, I don't care. Volume, I like. I would change intrinsic value to delta. Oh, you got delta right there. You know what delta is, right? That's how much money the contracts moves per point. So if it's like, yeah, so if you're looking at the 24 strike, like this lucid, whatever picture you sent me, that 0.64, that means it's going to move $64 per point of movement. So if it goes from 305 to 405, your contract will move $64. Follow? Correct. Yep. Or goes down. Yep. Not up. You said it backwards. All right, guys. Let's get ready to go through this. Everybody's late this morning again. I don't know why the hell everybody's so late. I mean, I went to bed at 8:30 last night so I could be prepared to trade stocks this morning. Plus, I was just fat and tired. So what does that matter? All right. So, look at Q's diving into those lower levels. We're going to get a retest of the highs. We're already below that. Where are we coming to? Filled the gap pre-market on Q's, and now we're selling up. See, they're making it real tough to figure this out today. See, because generally I'd be watching the close here. We'll probably have to watch for this bounce here at the close. This level as well. Get rid of that. She bounced off that 441.44 and came down. SPY. Are you all paying attention? Okay. So we're going to be looking for a call down here at 437. 437.91 at the close, roughly in that, you know, a few cents, whatever. And then our secondary level would be 436.75, which is just outside our risk. Well, actually, it's way outside our risk. It's the whole point. So I'm going to give it down to here. Give it about 50 cents down to here for the risk. And if it breaks, just let it go and then get back in down here for the bounce possibly. We'll have to just decide what the market's going to do. It broke the gap. It should run back up. Guys, like I said, it should come all the way back up here. We broke highs and then it hasn't tested it yet. So this whole time I've been waiting for it to look like it's going to come back up. So they run it down way deep, tried to blow out all the stops here, and we've done nothing but come straight back up. So people are going to short this 441 pretty heavy. Most retail traders will short this pretty heavy. I would short that too, but it's happened pre-market. So I'm not as interested in a short as I would have been otherwise. Okay. So that's SPY. You can. You just have to not follow instructions. All right. So don't do that. All right. Our low here at the close, 369.58. Close on Qs, we can watch that bounce. I originally would have watched this bounce here at the pre-market highs. It's interesting that Q's opened at pre-market high, like right to the button, okay? So we'll watch this dip. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And then we filled the gap. That was the gap fill here, right? So we're going to watch that. We're just going to put a red line there so we know that that's the gap fill. And we already broke through that, so we're going to be watching this, taking profit, because there's going to be some shorts that will execute during the day there. Hopefully we get a dip here, we get a nice run, and we don't just break and come all the way back down. Because believe me, it doesn't have to bounce here. It can break and come all the way down. So this is pre-market levels, right? Our daily level, our daily low is 366, which is way down here, right? This is our daily level. This is our pre-market level. Okay, we have to be aware of that stuff. You don't just jump in these blindly at the pre-market level, okay? Apple. Big candles on Apple all over the place. Interesting. A little bit of uptrend. Let's take a look at this. So that we're going to watch this 146.04 for the long on that short-term uptrend, as you can see. So as Apple comes in here, we can give it a little risk down to there. We'll put it at 146.85, but you can start it at 146.04 if you'd like. Somewhere right in here, okay? Go watch that for a long on Apple for that short-term uptrend bounce, right? We're in a downtrend, but we've broke the downtrend at the moment. Let me take a look at this for a second. $150.35. Are we really going to jam up there today? We might. All right. So anyway, that's excuse me. Yep. That's where we're going to be watching Apple long. 145 strikes. Maybe the 146 strikes depending on the price point. Really want to stay with the 145s because it gives you that extra distance, right? Whoa, what just happened to my charts? Why did it do that? All right. So anyway, that's Apple, and I wouldn't look for a short until up here around 150.35. I would not short this area here, because if it gets momentum, it can blow right through this like it's not even there. So Apple can really move it when it wants to, okay? And it's Thursday. Could get a nice run up before Friday, and then it's just going to flatline. We'll see. All right, there's Apple. AMC, nothing. AMD had a nice run up yesterday. Blew right through that gap fill. But I think it broke the gap fill early and then jammed up. There's no real play on there except for the downtrend test here, which I'm not interested in AMD today. Amazon's currently below, coming down to the bounce to test the close. We're doing all of our test pre-market, which I absolutely hate. We're testing the gaps and we're testing the closes and we're doing all that stuff pre-market, which I really don't like, okay? So if Amazon gets underneath this 32.79, I'm going to get real uninterested in longs for a while until I see some strength. Boeing. Big candle on Boeing. Jeez. Well, after seeing that, I would have to take this right here. Take Boeing long at 213.53 if it comes. That broke the downtrend. Short-term downtrend anyway. Not real crazy about Boeing, but I'd watch it there if it come in there. Baba. I knew Baba was going to be a crapper. I'm so glad I didn't mess with that junk. Moving on. Beyond. Carnival was beautiful yesterday. It was a perfect play. Damn it. Didn't take it. It's been holding this level all week. All last week as well. Coinbase is coming up. Reacting to levels as it should. Coinbase long at 239.72 down to 238.39. That would be the play right in this area right here for a long. And make sure you're taking your profit coming into this 248.86. Okay. I move pretty quick sometimes, guys, so you got to be ready. No on Disney. No on that one. So we're going to get a dip early and then a buy back up. Is that what's going to happen? That's what some of the stuff's starting to show me. We're going to dip and then run back up. Much rather we just ran up. Can watch this 343.21 for a long on Facebook. What'd you say? I did. See if it breaks through that level. We'll give it a few. Carnival held this level and run up, but we're gonna need it. It's probably gonna dip, I would guess today. Somewhere, I probably wouldn't start until here, or even all the way down at the trend test, which is like 22.86, like right here. You don't want to get stuck in this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really not playable unless it comes down. The contract just doesn't move very well. Okay? Facebook 336.78. Facebook really looks like it's going to crap the bed, but we got another big candle all the way up here too. It's interesting. That signs that she's going to come back up. Let me get rid of this since we've already passed that one. Get rid of this. Go watch that 336.78 for a call. Yesterday's lows after hours. I don't think I'd actually take this for a long, only because yesterday's lows are down here. This is probably a better after hours low, 340.30s. What is that? Oh, look at Tandon comes on at 9:10. So we're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that dip. Okay. Why? Because you got smoked. Gotcha. All right. So anyway, once again, if it dips down to 336.78, we'll be watching it for a long. Moving on. And then it could bounce here. This is kind of a dangerous play. The deeper, the better. It does have a little sign of life right here in this candle up to 357.55 Tandon. Are you looking at my screen? Okay. Moving on. Nothing there. We had a lot of gap fills early, which I wish they hadn't filled the gap pre-market. Just takes a lot of our plays away and makes it ultra complicated. Got a phantom tick here. The close. Be interesting what Google does off that level. A lot of range of Google too. I don't really see a good play on Google at the moment. That 2805.71 possibly, but I'm not crazy about it. Yeah, it lines up good though. Yeah, you're not trading Google anyway, Chris. Tandon likes to jump in Google. That's the only reason I did that level. Home Depot got a candle down there. Did you get that? 2805.71. Yeah, that would be the split at the close, right? It's kind of dangerous there, bro. Dangerous. 27.80 is a better play. I mean, a safer play. Not better, safer, right? Higher risk when you're looking at pre-market and close levels. Daily levels are much safer. All right. Home Depot's running up. Look at Intel. Phantom tick all the way down at 49.13. Look at this. All the way down here. Wonder what kind of trouble Intel's in. That's interesting. Maybe. Didn't pay their electric bill when their stock's only $50. Let me keep an eye on the time, guys. We gotta keep cooking here. Moderna was a beautiful play yesterday. It broke out a little bit, a couple of points, but then it jammed. Did exactly what I thought it would do. Come down and test the uptrend, which it came all the way into the uptrend, guys. This is like, you got to watch these plays when they break the little short-term downtrends. They're going to come back and test it and take off. That's exactly what it did. I marked the pre-market low because it was close enough to the downtrend test, but I said it could come all the way down to the line, right? Come all the way in. It came to it perfectly and jammed. Right, that was a nice play yesterday. I was watching. I almost took it when it was down here. Remember, I was talking about it yesterday. But there's not much to do right now except for watch the short at the downtrend test or here. Right. So coming back into this level. Where does that put us? How far away? Yeah, that's quite a distance, so we can watch that 432. Let me see. Probably here, actually. Watch that 437.26 for a long, possibly. But the contracts are super expensive, so most of you aren't going to be trading those. Microsoft ran all the way up to 301.37 pre-market and has been just absolutely shitting the bed since. Yeah. Watch this 296.31 for a bounce. I'd much rather it just ran back up from here. I'm not excited it broke through here. We all know Patrick's still holding some Microsoft contracts from Friday. Looked like pre-market I was going to get my money back. Huh? All right. Well, thank you. Still doing okay, but we need it to run. It needs to run today. All right. Really nothing there actionable. It's in the middle. Possibly. Where does that candle line up? I'll bet it lines up real close. Hopefully she comes up from right here. We'll see. All right, moving on. I don't really see an actionable play unless you're in it already, unless it comes down. MU, all the way up into the range, rejected. The open just below 75.01. Where are we coming to? Should come into right here and bounce. Just cleaning up the chart a little bit. All right, we still got quite a few to go here. I got to get cooking. The bounce at 73.18. If it doesn't bounce there, you really have to wait for yesterday's, or probably we're at yesterday's lows, aren't we? Trash. Trash. You can watch the low here, 72.67. I'll get to NVIDIA in a minute. Hold on. Let me go through Netflix. Netflix got a phantom tick down here, down by this after hours candle. We have to watch this area for a long Kelly, because we know Kelly loves Netflix, so we're going to put this on there. I'm going to get rid of this. That 588 is probably a pretty good one too. But got that, Kelly? $582.78-ish. Somewhere in that little movement. Whole point there. NVIDIA. Damn it. Much as I hate to say this, we might have to short these highs. This is becoming a common pattern right now. You got one playing long on NVIDIA, and if it breaks, it's going to go all the way down. It's right here. It's close. 219.39 tandem. For the long. It does. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of this has been coming across. I've been trying to stay where I want to take the longs, but it really looks like we should be watching for the pop for the short. So we'll see what happens, but those are your levels. And if it breaks through this 219.39, boys, we're coming all the way down here to 213.40. We could come all the way down here. We could sell straight off all day, all morning, and hit here and bounce, come all the way back up to break out. It's NVIDIA. NVIDIA can move 10 up, 10 down if it wants. PayPal. Have to watch that short on PayPal. Filled the gap and then shorted. So somewhere in this range. What's that distance? That's almost 90 cents. Jeez. Closer to this 276.84, the better. Okay? For the short. And then, of course, we can watch the long down here, but I wouldn't do it till Thursday's lows. Should be in this neighborhood. Pretty wide range. Possibly could look at this 267.88. Let me get rid of this one. So there's your box. About a point in there you can watch for. A lot of stuff filled that gap this morning. Microsoft, Google, Q's filled the gap and then rejected. This is the long I wanted. The market may keep going. You never know. I let the charts tell me. I don't read the news. So anyway, 369.58 would be the first long level on cues. But what we're looking at, guys, is if this breaks this right here, we come down, it needs to do this. But if it comes down and breaks through down here, when it comes back in for this test, then we take it short from here for the ride down. That's that move. So if you take it long and it doesn't bounce, you're already preparing to go short. It doesn't mean to close the long, but if we get this movement, you take it short as well and see which one's going to work. It's a little more advanced play, so you got to be careful doing that move, okay? Depend on what the dip is. If it dips out, if it dips down in this range, right? If it's down in here, the chances are that it's going to come back in and test this 369, 58, and then fail, okay? But those are the type of plays. So this would be the short. The straight in would be the long. But this would have to be, this is going to need to move up like this, up by VWAP, and then come down, okay? We need speed and distance. All right? Understand that? Okay. Space trash. Same thing with SPY. There's a couple of levels on SPY. Thursday's low, 433.65. 436.75 for the long. If we're looking for the bounce, we're just going to have to watch and tell what the market, have the market tell us where we should try to take it. Now, SPY completely screwed me over yesterday on a trade that I wanted to take on Qs that was absolutely beautiful, and I didn't take it because SPY was not doing what it was supposed to be doing. Or there was just, it's divergence. So I just didn't take it. It ended up being a perfect trade for a very nice win, and I didn't take it. So that stuff happens sometimes. So anyway, this is our gap fill, pre-market, guys. Pre-market gap fill on SPY, okay? And what I'm talking about is here. This is the gap fill. We were watching for this move into the gap fill. So what happens to a gap fill? Fills the gap and rejects, or it fills the gap and runs. Right now, it's looking like it's rejecting. So we'll see. So we want to give it a little time today and see what's going to happen. Whoops, what did I do? Did I just kill my screen share? Sorry about that. All right, so that's roughly the levels on SPY. We can move this up to the pre-market high is what? That's 50 cents. So from the gap fill to our pre-market high is our standard risk on SPY, okay, which is 50 cents. It's exactly 50 cents. There's a reason that I use that number, okay? Questions? Tandon, Chris? Anybody else? Oh, because you were late. You need Amazon's numbers? All right, give me a minute. We got to hurry up. Square, I don't think there's anything else that I want to. Tesla's still jamming up. Thought it would. UPS junk. Twitter's trash. All right, I don't care about Twitter. Wish is ugly. We're not going to talk about Wish. Where did those candles come in? I didn't see those when I was looking at it earlier. Do what? Is it? Yeah, Nvidia's jamming. All right, Amazon 34.05. We're down, bouncing the close at 33.79 at the moment. I need to open my trade deck, okay? Trade and Interactive Brokers, obviously. I use other things like Thinkorswim and to look at other information that is easier to find. type my password right. Amazing. All right, guys, we got about 4 minutes. Figure out what plays you like for your emotion and your trading style and what you like, and kind of get an idea how much you're going to risk. And we're always taking our trade by our risk, right? I'm always talking about it. I enter a trade by the risk, where I have a defined point where I can close a trade if I'm going red, right? Is that my poker buddy on YouTube? A couple people on YouTube at the moment. We got about 3 minutes, guys. Make sure your brokerage is open. Sit back here and watch and see what's happening coming into the open, what kind of movement we're getting. Apple's trying to hold up. Q's bounce the open. Microsoft is trying to put in a higher low. I think Nvidia is going to be a good short right out of the gate, Tandon. That's what it's looking like. That is not what I need for my Microsoft trade. I need us to go up today, not down. Oh, I don't think that I ever... This says paper practice on my screen up here because I use TC2000 only for their charts. They do brokerage stuff now, but they didn't when I started using them. But you just pay for the data to use their charts. And I like their charts a lot. The only thing I don't like is they don't have the history like Thinkorswim, but they show you all the data, which is more important. About 45 seconds, guys. I'm watching my normals, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Facebook. Facebook's trying to bounce that 343.21. Such bullshit. Ran up, tested the upper level, and then come down and tested the pre-market level, all pre-market. Absolute ridiculousness. Here we go, guys. All right, so SPY just flashed a candle all the way down to 437.91. I just saw it. Me watching SPY short. I'm short SPY. See if I'm right or wrong. Don't always follow what I'm doing. I'm just trying something. Only going into VWAP. 191. You bastard. Come on. There you go. Dangerous play. Dangerous. We're winning, though. Now we're winning. There we go. Come on. Yeah, I shorted SPY from the 200 VWAP right here. I'm just trying it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't look like it's going to work, though. Oh. Little red there, I'm out. Damn it. Now I'll just let it come up a little more. Apple's diving. We have some divergence right now. Back in. Can't help my fucking self. Horrible. When I see something I want to do, because I see a flash of a candle down here at 437, it makes me take it short right out of the gate. Apple bounce in the 145.85. SPY still coming up. Amazon into VWAP. Wish I hadn't seen that candle. I'm going to watch this short up here. I'm just going to let it get up here. Where's that split? Right there. Sometimes I take plays that I don't discuss. All right. I'm buying SPY short right now. It doesn't mean that it's not going to keep coming up, but I'm starting to short it now. There we go. Apple broke that 145.85. Just a touch. $441 puts is what I'm watching. Or 440s, excuse me. That's what I started in on. There we go. Come on down. Taking little bits of profit I was buying right here, and then on this suck into VWAP, I sell some off, Pulls up, I take a little more. Apple broke down. Nvidia broke the lower level as well. Just now, Microsoft just broke. We should come down. My SPY should come down. Keys is diving. There we go. Come on, give me a big red candle so Patrick can get paid. Not green. All right. So stubborn. Divergence again. $441s. Filled me at 224. Kind of going against reading the market at the moment. See if it's going to work that way. Big risk in what I'm doing. I rolled over the 441s. Bouncing. Of course you are. You got NVIDIA? Good luck. Good. I'm going to have a pretty big position in SPY when we get to the top. I got a pretty good size now. Take that profit quick, bro. Now, can it break out and start running? It sure can, but it sure don't look healthy. My puts on SPY aren't coming down for the movement. They're only moving $3 and $4 or $5 on these candles. I forgot that candle was up there. I should have waited a little bit. Oh well. I'm short SPY. I don't know. I'll take it up here. Only because I saw this candle. This has done this to me before. I see a flash down here, then I want to get short right away. I get stuck in it sometimes. NVIDIA's coming back down. SPY's really moving. I'm about to take a big ad. Yeah. That's why. If it breaks out, it breaks out. But I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to run right up here. And my best fill so far is $1.84. I should have just waited for the level this instead of running it all the way up the way I did, but oh well. When you have a bigger account, you can do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just increasing my position size. And if it breaks out, then I'm going to take a couple $1,000 loss up here. It is 100%. Yep. I'm just buying as we're going up. Well, I've got 5 purchases so far. Google's bouncing. Things are looking good for it to run now. Curling. We'll see. If this breaks out, I'm going to get smoked. Yes, buddy, I heard. Straight into the level, guys. Straight into the level with no slowdown. Straight into the level. 441.90. That's the pre-market high. I'm big short. I have 442s and 441s now. There we go. Got filled at 201 on that test into 441.90. Take profit there. Got back some of my loss on that pullback. Come on, just give me a run back to VWAP. There we go. Come on down. Oh. Take us a profit on my 441s. That's what they always do. I'm peeling contracts off. The bulk of my contracts are up here. I bought some here, here, there, there, and there. 6 purchases, actually. Now I'm just going to sit on it and see what happens. If I'd have been patient and waited for my level, it would have been a whole lot easier trade. Q still has room to move. Yeah, I would agree with you. Nvidia's got a candle down to 213.40, buddy. Pre-market. Might have to take an ad. I might have to take an ad here. Hold on. I'm just looking to see if it breaks. Here comes Amazon. Yeah. Ah, it happens. Such weird movement. There she goes. Yeah. Happens sometimes, buddy. Well, I shorted SPY coming into the top, so we'll see what happens. It was straight up. Q still's got a lot of room to go. There we go. Well, the long levels worked nicely this morning on most plays. The short level seems to be working at the moment. We'll see. I got in early. Otherwise, I'd be green, probably already out. Don't marry it. I wouldn't take it below the low. Cheer me? If it dips below that low it made, there ain't no way I'd take it. SPY's starting to get top heavy right here. Adding. What are we going to tag the 50? $441 and 442s. Oh, on Nvidia? I thought you said SPY. Yeah, 441 and 442. I'm pretty smoked at the moment. Not as bad as I would be. I mean, I made some back right here, but I'm giving it back right now, so. Don't always follow me when I'm stubborn. All these levels, every level's worked so far. Google was perfect. Facebook was perfect. Nvidia's a dog. Spy's like a Superman. It's going to run up here and tag to 50, it looks like, which is another 50 cents away on the daily, which doesn't make me super excited, but I'm already read in this trade, so we'll see. I'll just hang on to it and see if she's going to dump. Technically, standard risk would be 50 cents from 441.90, which would be 442.40. And then it's another 30 cents up there. Yeah. Well, I got to wait and see what cues. Oh, is she coming? There it goes, holding it down, yep. Yep, could be. I agree. I almost bought that Nvidia, I probably should have. Hindsight's 2020. I'm watching for the 50 test here on SPY on the daily. Better be taking profit, Tandon. You need to make sure. You should have already taken profit on two big candles like that. I don't know what's wrong with you. You should have taken some. Remember, what goes up goes down. Remember, they go up and down. There was a slap candle on SPY. That's interesting. Where did that come in at? 442.50. Good. That was the tag of the 200. You should have taken it when it hit the 200. Good. Microsoft just rejected the 299.54. Trap and squeeze on SPY. Q's is coming into up here into this level. Yep. Yep. Nvidia came up nice. It did. So did Amazon, bounced off the level. Well, it did after. It did right there. That was a good run on Nvidia. See, this is the thing. Q's is now getting into the upper levels. We're starting to see some shakiness in SPY. We'll see here. There's a nice pullback. Patience, grasshopper, patience. The 50 is about 442.81 on SPY. Oh. I wish I had seen that candle because I'd have bet long in Nvidia and Apple. Oh well. We'll see. I may win yet. It's a nice dump and then it pulls back all the way. Is this our lower high? Hey guys, I got an eye appointment today too. Shit. Just remembered that. I gotta go to the Uptime Trust. Time's the damn thing. $11 a.m. Here's my ads. All right, I'm in big. We'll see what happens. Just took my final ad right here. If it wants to break out from here, I'm all done. I'll run it up to the 50 and that's it. Which is right here, 442.81. It's as high as I'm going. I took this lower high right here. Short, we'll see. Spies into the Qs are into the levels, so I missed this move on Amazon. Apple I could have took. I don't know how well that paid. It only moved about 1.5 points. SPY sure ran though. All right, we're getting our lower high now. I got 3 different strikes. That tells you how bad I'm trading it. Had a crappy day yesterday because of the internet. Today's not looking so hot. But this is the perfect play to go short. Straight run into the levels. That's the way I like it to go short. But SPY broke out because Q's had room to move. That's why I'm just patient. Trap and squeeze all the way up. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see here. I'm going to cut it off at 442.81, so I'll take a couple $1,000 loss, or I'm going to get even. She should reject right here at the 50. Yeah, and it's slowed way down, and then it could flatline. It's still going to smoke me, so we'll see. Where'd you take it long at? The bottom, I hope. You're not NVIDIA. Shut up. Right, I know. That's why I said you're not trading your wife. He ain't gonna let you. I'm just, yeah. SPY is running up to the 50 for sure, which it's going to be there about right now. So that's the 50 right there. Okay. Good job. You could have bought that contract short, Chris, at 442.81. Do you see how it ran right into the 50 and dumped? Take your profit. Don't fucking mess around. Selling some off on the way down. I bought that jam too. I'm taking multiple contract profits right now. That's why we have the moving averages on the screens. I know I'm pissed off that I didn't take Nvidia. I'm actually pretty pissed I didn't take that trade because I had it open and I didn't take it. Because I was short in SPY and I hate to go opposite of what I'm doing. But I could have done that easily and I should have. Probably not. It is at the short level, but yeah. I knocked off a third of my loss right there. That was nice. What'd you make? 20 something a contract? Yeah. That's when I was taking profit. Says the guy that jumps in Nvidia and Amazon blind Google. Shut up. No, you're not. Not even close. Well, right. That's because it's been on a straight run. Now, if SPY makes it jam down right here, if we can get a VWAP test, I'm going to get back green. So just waiting it out. Everything's curling. Qs ran right into the level. See, guys, when I started in short, I was watching this, and I should have just said, you know what, I'm going to wait until this gets close, and that's exactly what happened. No, it's at the level. What are you working on, Chris? You're clicking in our ear. Yeah, who? Nvidia? SPY. Yeah. Google's coming down to the VWAP. I just need SPY to come to VWAP. That's all I need. This 441 test, I'm real top heavy in this trade, so. Microsoft just broke its highs. Q's is at highs here. Real close. Amazon broke its high. There's a little bit of strength in the market here. I'm not going any higher than 442.81. If it breaks out, I'm getting out. Doesn't mean I didn't take an ad up there. Yeah, it's coming back up. The SPY, it's such weird movement today, dude. Why I got in early today on a day that I mean, that's just my bad. I shouldn't have done that, and I know better. I should have waited for levels, and I was stubborn and wanted to take it early. Yeah, there's a little bit of strength, so be cautious. Be cautious. I'm out. I just closed SPY. That's it. Took red. My L. Loser. Watch out. Well, I got a little pullback. Got back some of my money. Oh, well. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back, guys. I'm agitated. Running up here, guys. I got an appointment, so I got to go get ready. YouTube, we're running long. Do what? Yeah, it's running. Yep. Hold on a sec. So YouTube, hold on, guys. YouTube, I'm going to get off here. I got an appointment. Took a red on SPY short. I just closed it here. Missed a couple of longs I probably should have took. But anyway, get stubborn some days. Everybody has that. Have a great day. Yeah.